Okay. Hey, I decided to record another video for, well, now it's night, so konbanwa. I'm doing a short video on something that I think, is about anime this time, and, one, I read just recently this book, called Japan America, and now I'm reading this book called Millennium Monsters, Japanese Toys, and the Global Imagination. And both were written by American academics. I mean, the guy who wrote this, Ronald Keltz, is half Japanese, but he was, socialized in America. And Ann Allison is an anthropologist, so I'm very, very happy to be reading this book. And, right, one thing that is kind of assumed by both of these writers, and even in this, is how they talk about, like, anime culture and how it's, like, pervaded America. And I don't think that's true. I don't think that anime is a part of American culture. At least not yet. Like, maybe Pokemon was, and, like, Transformers, and, well, I don't know. I don't even remember how popular Sailor Moon was, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! I know was big, and, like, the cards and everything, like, that, yeah, like, that was a part of American culture in the 90s. But anime culture is still a subculture and not, like, a part of all of America. And this is how I'm making my argument rather informally. Well, anime fans, think about this for a second. Think about, like, what identifies you as an anime fan versus, like, yeah, because, you can have a conversation with your friends who, like, know anime, and, you might use words like, oh, it sucks, the episode of Bleach is still raw, so I can't watch it yet. Like, obviously, a person, walking by wouldn't know what raw in that context meant. Raw to an anime fan means not subtitled yet. But, and also think about voice actors. Like, think just about any American otaku can name off at least, like, 3 of Vic Mignogna's credits, if not 5. And, like, think about, like, Wendy Lee and Johnny Young Bosch and, like, Steve Bloom. And even maybe, like, lesser known people like Caitlin Glass and Todd Haberkorn, I can say names, and Wendy Powell, and maybe even, and also people have been working longer, like Chris Sabat or Spot, or however you say his name, like, or even, like, better example, like Japanese seiyuu, like, I'm going to assume that just about everybody, knows at least who, like, Aya Hirano is, and, Mamoru Miyano, and, Kappei Yamaguchi, if I'm just taking a bunch of, names from Death Note, but all of those, and I know that there's other voice actors that I'm totally forgetting, so seiyuu, right, but, like, anime fans know who these people are, and can name their credits, like Rei Kugami, the chick who always does the Sundara parts, like, or people like her, like, we know who these people are, like, cosplay, words like cosplay and sub and dub and, like, yaoi, yuri, fan service. Like, these words are part of our everyday vocabulary. Words that we use, that, like, otaku in America use, that, you know, normal people don't. You know, words that aren't part of their vocabulary. So I am, you know, saying straight out that anime culture is still anime culture and not like wide mass pop culture yet, if it's ever going to be that way. Okay. What?
You open the door, I'm putting hair cream on.
God. Oh, God. I'm sorry. Anyway, right. So, anime culture is still anime culture, and otaku is still an otaku. And when, like, everybody else in the world can, you know, hazard a guess at the definition of moe, which is a word that, like, everybody uses without truly knowing what it means, and when, like, everybody, like, knows what a tsundere is, I think I'm, you know, standing pretty firm in my assessment that anime culture is not mass pop culture. It may, like, push out in, like, movie adaptations, and also influence people, like the guys who made Avatar, which I still haven't seen the cartoon, not the movie, not the James Cameron movie. It's still subculture, not massive pop culture, and that's where I think that guys like, or a guy like Ronald Kelt and the woman, Anne Allison, are a bit incorrect in assuming that, like, anime culture is, like, this huge everywhere big thing. Of course, this book was written with research, like, mostly based in the 90s, when, you know, Pokemon was, like, the biggest thing ever. Memories. I know, you know, people my age right now are definitely feeling that. But yeah, just because there's a crappy movie adaptation of the Dragon Ball franchise does not mean that everybody in America understands anime, watches anime, and, you know, can dance the Har Har Yukai and give a verse of Brothers, you know, from Full Metal Alchemist. Okay, that's it. Auf Wiedersehen.